Hey, welcome to episode 2 of Starting Standup. I am David Walton. If you've skipped around or this is your first time, let me just give you a quick little recap of what the hell's going on here. You have stumbled on a real indie podcast. We're building this plane as we fly it. We're going to follow my quest to go from beginner stand-up comedian to master. How long will that take? Well, they say it takes about 7 to 10 years to get decent at stand-up. I'm going to try to get decent in one nice 20-minute set, maybe live, maybe with you there. Who knows? But we're just going to put our head down, trust the process. This second episode is pre the first open mic I ever did. I didn't have a lot of guidance, and you're going to see a lot of the mistakes I made. This is the build-up to truly one of the most humiliating experiences of my life, which was my first stand-up set. And now looking back on it, listening to it, not only do I feel a tremendous sense of shame and the physiological reaction to listening to my first open mic is so intense, I almost lose control of bodily functions. It's truly unlike anything I've ever felt, a level of humiliation. But anyway, this is where you begin to see the journey towards that humiliation as I misstep and do all sorts of things that are not what you're supposed to do before going up on stage. Now, I'm not going to blame anybody. I mean, I will blame Al Madrigal, who I did About a Boy with, who's a very talented stand-up comedian, actor, writer. And all he said was, dude, you just got to read Comic Insights, this book by Franklin Ajaye, and then you're good to go. And I was like, oh, cool. Let me just read this book, and then I'll be good to go. So I did. And in this episode, you'll see the first lesson of that book, which is wonderful, by the way. But now that I'm recording much later and introing this sort of time machine back to the beginning stages of this journey, there was so much more I needed to learn before I did this open mic. I think it's going to be really pleasurable if you enjoy fail videos, if you enjoy just people landing on their coccyx and breaking it, trying to do something dumb in their house. That's sort of the physical manifestation of what this podcast really is. It's just a long, drawn-out fail video at the moment. But who knows? Maybe it won't be. Maybe with your help, we are beginning now. You begin the journey towards failure. Here we go. Please enjoy.
Oh man, that's rubbish! That's rubbish!
All right, this is a segment called Lessons. Now, lesson 1, first lesson, comes from the book Comic Insights by Franklin Ajaye. So the first lesson. This is the first thing I highlighted in this book as I launched my stand-up quest. This was the first thing I highlighted. Okay, here it is. You got to discover your point of view, your true thoughts and feelings. Your point of view is the voice you hear when you talk to yourself. Tapping into how you really feel or think about the madness of life is the key to tapping into your true sense of humor. An aspiring comedian must be determined to get to his or her true feelings and convey that to the audience. Side note, that seems easy. Everyone's like, I know who I am. Oh, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to say what I think. It's like you actually don't know what you really think because you're trying to, first of all, not offend. So your true thoughts and feelings are, I had noticed in all of life, out of people's head are very rare to come out. And usually if they do, and they're not super offensive because they're harmful or being mean or shitty, because so many people's voice in their head is judgy and shitty. But if you're really truthful, usually people laugh because you're doing something that no one's comfortable doing, which is just being really honest and not caring. And I think fundamentally, surprise, originality, all that stuff comes out of this real mining for truth of yourself. And to me, that is fascinating. Now, I did a little experiment, and as I was in the months leading up to this podcast, I've been doing a lot of recording and trying to figure out what I think and feel for real. And I started to get so terrified that if I ever shared what I really think and feel, I would be arrested. And so I started masking my voice. I reached out to a podcast producer, actually, Wobby Wob from Dak Shepard's podcast, and I was like, dude, how do I mask my voice? I'm going to launch a podcast, but I can't. I don't want anyone to know it's me. Otherwise, I won't be able to freely speak my mind. And he was immediately making jokes and making fun of me, but he gave me some technology, some whatever. It sounded like this.
It was incredibly freeing. I mean, the shit that was coming out of my mouth was really wild and extremely energizing. It was almost like I had jumped into a new body and everything was just flowing and I was all jacked up and getting like aroused, and it was really weird, really kind of a strange experiment. But then I realized as I listened back to this ridiculous voice, first of all, that people could just reverse engineer it and they could, if they wanted to, find out whose voice it was and who was saying these cockamamie things. And then second, it's just wildly annoying for like 20 minutes to listen to a robot voice. What an idiot I am. You idiot, Dave. What a dumb idea.
So anyway, there's been a lot of idiot ideas I've had, but they're all moving me forward. And this is a digression, of course. A lot of digressions here, and I thank you for staying with me. I thank you for being here. So this is all to say that this first episode is, I'm going to share rant that is me trying to tap into the voice in my head, per that advice of really understanding how your inner monologue goes. And, there's a concept called the tight five in stand-up. For those that don't know it, that's 5 minutes of a very tight set where there's not a word out of place, and everything, tons of laughs. It's the kind of set that you'd see on Letterman or Leno. And I listened to this rant, and it was very loose. But I'm mining for material. So I'm going to call this segment for now the Loose 10. Please enjoy, and then we'll come back and we'll analyze if there's anything in there that will be usable on stage. See you soon. When I was in acting school, we had a clown class, and you can't fake your clown. It's like a deep part of your nature. And my clown was a fucking maniac, just not like super high speed, no governor, just trying to get people to laugh and just devastated if people didn't think it was funny. And it's like, he's so eager to please, and I really do want to please you. That's a little bit. People pleasing, that's a good premise. People pleasing. Are you okay? Is everybody okay? Do you like me? So pathetic. You pathetic fuck. Also, just like people that trust their mind. You idiots. You're like ripping cigs. Your mind is here. Here's what if right now there's a bullhorn on your inner dialogue, you'd probably go to jail, right? You're a fucking terrorist in your head. Here's like just an example of what my mind would do. And I'm relatively, I've never been in trouble. I want to fuck, I just recorded something that, it was just like, I really tracked my thoughts. Oh, I want to fuck my wife. God, my kids are cute. They are so fucking annoying. How do I remove them from the house? How do I get them to shut the fuck up for the next 7 hours? God, I'm hungry. I want Skittles. Don't be a weak fuck, you weak-willed pussy. Don't talk like that. Hey, whoa, don't talk like that to yourself. You're a beautiful, godlike creature. God, my wife's tits are great. I wish I could slap them around right now. I wonder if she'd let me spit on them. Honey, hi, you look great. Ugh, I feel gross. That was out loud. No, you look great. Ah, fuck that. I'm going back to doing the dishes. There's no chance of speed bagging my wife's tits. Maybe I should go beat off now. It's gross. The kids are awake. I guess I should wash the dishes. Be helpful. Nope, I'm going to go take a shit and spend 10 extra minutes on the shitter looking at Twitter. That's just, just a 2-minuter. It's a 2-minuter. More to come, but it's like, how do people fake things? What are the ways people judge without being aware? Yeah. That's my ranty ragu. Ranty ragu. Yeah, as we develop this thing, I'm psyched to develop it. I've got my wind in my sails again, and it's just a small work. It's just a work in progress, everybody. This is just a work in progress. I'm not nervous at all. I'm not nervous at all about sharing this kind of shit. I'm not nervous at all. What are you talking about? I'm not nervous. No, I'm not nervous. What are you talking about? I'm not nervous. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. I'm not fucking nervous. Why do you look at me like that? Stop looking at me like that. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Oh my God, I just killed somebody. Oh my God, I killed somebody. Help me bury the body. Help me bury the body. Where are the shovels? Okay, it's down. What do I got to do? Check for blood. Oh, I cleaned up the blood. Okay. Now just sit like a be normal. No one knows. What about us? What about mine? Oh my God, I'm gonna get arrested. Okay, chill. Okay, watch Netflix and chill. Okay. Hey, honey, can I suck your tits? I mean, honestly, that's the life. That's what we're talking about here. That's what's going down. That's what's happening. Yeah. We don't want it. We're going to talk. Oh my God. Death of my... I'm fucking a tree. I'm a chipmunk. Fucking a tree. There's chipmunks in the house. Fuck you. Yeah. All right. Playing around. And we're out. Okay. Little analysis there of that loose 10. I don't think there was a single moment of that that's usable or useful. There's no jokes. It really is interesting to work and mine. And when in the review process, realize that absolutely none of it is going to make it to the stage or anywhere. So just enjoying the futility of my first lesson. Now, I'm kind of kidding. You open channels up when you start to just rant, I've noticed. And unfortunately for you, if you're still listening, have been privy to a rant to the mind of a simple male who's just thinking about boobs, food, and escaping his children. I mean, talk about hack cliche material. I'm aware. Don't you worry. I'm aware. But that's my analysis. That's about it. We'll see where it goes. Maybe it will go somewhere. The creative process is a beautiful, fickle little baby. And we'll wander all over like a toddler gone, a lost toddler. It just will take you on a ride anywhere. And we're late at night and we're losing our mind, metaphors, similes. I never was good at metaphors or similes. You don't need them in comedy. You don't need them at all. Idiot. Anyway, what a treat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making it all the way. Whoever did, you're now my friend. If you listen all the way through, I love you. And if you cut out early, you're dead to me. One more thing, email me at startingstandup.pod@gmail.com, startingstandup.pod@gmail.com. That's where I'm going to send out all sorts of extra material, and I think it'll be fun. I love email. So join. It won't be weird. I promise it's not a cult, but it is the place where I will really express or expand, and if you're willing, ask for some feedback. So I hope you'll join the newsletter. Just email me at startingstandup.pod@gmail. There should be a link in the episode notes of the sign-up form, too. That would be super cool. Love to see you. Love to have you join along. Let's go. Well, that's it for our first full episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I hated editing it. What a pain in the ass. I don't know if I can keep doing this. May have to outsource, but that was like the most painful edit of my life. Oh, Really fun to be with you. Really, the first episode, we have a FAQ you can check out if you're confused, a little more technical, it's a little more buttoned up. But I promise you that buttoned up feeling is not going to stick around much longer. I'm really enjoying speaking to. I have a secret person I'm doing this whole podcast for, and I don't think they know who they are, but you go onto YouTube and they're like, just talk to one person. So I picked a person, and this is for you. Thanks for listening. Next episode, I share my first open mic, and the humiliation begins. Take care.